Hey there, dear YouTube audience, and welcome to a new Ravenswatch video on my channel. I'm, of course, the one that loves you out there the most. Is the Love Giant. Now, I have been a little, or I abandoned Ravenswatch a little bit lately, as you might know. And there's a specific reason for that, because Ravenswatch version 1.0 is now finally out, aka the game has been in early access for, I think it was like 1.5 years so far. And I joined the game pretty early on, I think, in its life cycle, at least on Steam. And I played this game a fucking lot. Let me actually show you real quick the hours I have in this game as of me recording this, which is obviously now it's like 5 days after the full release. It's released as version 1.0 5 days ago, 24th of September. And yeah, as of recording this, I have 445 hours in this game. And obviously I also recorded a lot for the good old tubes of you. So if you haven't seen that, if you wanted to see how the game looked before patch 1.0, there is a playlist for that. The game has been updated a lot in its time span. And, you know, I just wanted to make a little bit of a patch note video because we did that last time with the addition of the Avalon update, the last chapter of the game. And now that version 1.0 is out, obviously, you know, what makes more sense than make another patch note video and see what they added, because this is the full release. And yeah, I would say, you know, from what I've seen and what I've played, they went all out with this. So let's check this out. Greetings, Ravens. We are 2 days away from the launch of Ravenswatch 1.0. The whole team at Pastag and Nacon are beyond excited to reveal what we've been cooking for the last few months. We definitely let them cook, and goddamn, they delivered. After almost a year and a half in early access, over 600,000 players. Okay, 370,291,372 dead enemies. Thought we'd be in the billions, actually. All right. And more than 7 million hours played. Okay, yeah. We're getting ready to share the epilogue of Ravenswatch on September 26th. Discord, obviously, is also going to be in the description below if you want to check that out. So let's check out what we have. We're not going to read the TLDR because we're going to go through every single one just like we did with the Avalon update. So here we go. Patch note 1.0, September 26th, 2024. So we have this little icon. This basically means that they obviously take community suggestions and reports. And if you see that, then basically that has been requested by the community, and that's why they added it. New content and features, endgame and final boss. I'm gonna leave this blanked out because it is a spoiler. So, for each difficulty from adventure to darkness, something. Then we have something, the final boss of Ravenswatch. So now, obviously, last time we had these two little fuckfaces, basically, at Avalon. Like, we have 3 bosses, obviously. Every boss is the same for every single biome, if you haven't played it before. So, now we have another biome, basically, after the 3rd one, and that is the final boss. Now, we have also a new playable character. Last one, obviously, that was added was Sun Wukong. Didn't like him at first that much, but goddamn, that guy grew on me, and I play him a fucking lot, along with Snow Queen. We have now Camilla. The Dampier joins the Ravenswatch. We have a unique set of abilities, 2 ultimate abilities. Usually everyone has 4 now, so she only has 2. 26... No, wait. Everyone has 2. The upgrades, I mean, yeah. It's alright, you know. 26 talents and all pages from a Memoros, obviously. Now, community suggestion number 1 is outfits or skins. Very, very important. Each hero has 4 outfits to unlock under specific conditions. We have a signature outfit, the normal one, I think. Traveler outfit, master outfit, and the hidden outfit. I think I know the, you know, what you need to do in order to unlock every single one. Some of all heroes have bonus outfits available on the Steam store. The Fairy Tales outfit, free for early access players, so I got that. Ravenswatch outfits, the deluxe bonus item, and Nightmares outfits, deluxe bonus item, which is okay. You know, if you want to support them a little bit more, and goddamn, they delivered in early access, then definitely, you know, get that, because, you know, it makes your character look really cool, and we're also going to see that obviously in future runs. Now we have end screen results. Also a community suggestion that you should, you know, get more information after run, because it was like really not that much. It was like most, like, damage dealt overall. It was Raven's Feathers used, and I think it was What else was it? I think... I'm not sure, actually. It was another one. But I think it was like just like 3 things, and it is way too... Like, not enough. Especially if you play co-op and you play a healer. Or like a support, basically. You want to see how much you healed and stuff like that, you know? Especially with Melusine. So we get a deeper look at your final score with a detailed list of activities done during a run. True, I saw that. Now, when you complete a Grimoire, you complete a... like the ultimate quest, basically the side quest, you also see that. And that gives you like... You also see how much points that actually gives you towards your final score. Check your build at the end of your run. Talents, magical objects, and stats. You get a detailed stat on your run and your actions. That's the thing, yeah. Compare with your teammates' builds and strats. Now we have the memoir. Unlock the last memoir of each hero and learn about their conclusion after defeating the one who shall not be named. All memoirs have been voiced. That's pretty cool. All right. All memoirs have special illustrations and... Oh, nice. At the bottom of the pages. Before it was pretty much just a page. Like, we get the backstory of the characters. So, yeah, basically now... You get bonus art, basically, in that. It's fully voice acted. That's nice, I like that. You have 30 Steam achievements have been added. Social features. A new tab is available in the book. Okay. Latest news about the game and Discord. Oh, that's where you get news, obviously. You get game invitations, manage your game invitations, friend list, recent players, and blacklist as well. Is that needed? Do we have a shitty community? I don't know. I never played co-op, actually. General improvements and balancing. We have difficulty balancing. Okay, let's see. Enemies damage in Chapter 1 adjust... Because I think the game got harder for some reason, which kind of sucks. But let's see. In Chapter 1, adjusted to minus 20% in Adventure, minus 10% Twilight difficulty. So they didn't touch the one... Wait. The thing is, I don't play in Nightmare because... Yeah, and Twilight was my difficulty, actually, that I always completed the game in. And now, after the Avalon update, it sucked. Because I think I got artificially harder. Which is not a problem. But, you know, if it's just like gets artificially harder and you don't get any buffs in, you know, to contradict that, then that kind of sucks and it feels kind of cheap. And I don't play Nightmare because I literally just don't like... The slow-paced grind for XP. I hate that. You know? Definitely hate that. That's why I don't play Nightmare. Twilight, however, minus 20% in Adventure is hard because it is a lot less damage. And I didn't think that was an issue. But you have minus 10% in Twilight difficulty. So I might go for that again. We have enemies damage scaling on Chapter 2 and 3 adjusted. Thank you. Sorta. Minus 20%, minus 10%, and plus 10%. Okay, for Adventure, Twilight, Darkness, and Nightmare. The thing is, you know, many people say Chapter 3 is ridiculously easy. Which I don't think at all. Maybe people just play co-op or something, and that's why I don't see that. I just see that fucking Chapter 3... If you don't have, like, really someone that deals a lot of damage, or you're going for the damage build in a solo run, you're just fucked, basically, because you deal no damage, everyone tanks too much. This feels kind of stupid, but okay. Enemies health scaling, there we go. On Chapter 2 and 3 adjusted to minus 10%, minus 5% in Adventure Twilight difficulty. Okay. Okay, I can live with that. The side note, in Adventure and Twilight modes, enemies deal less damage overall, while Chapter 2 and Chapter 3 will increase enemy damage and health less abruptly. Darkness and Nightmare remain unchanged, except a slight increase in damage dealt by enemies in Chapter 2. Nightmare, which didn't scale properly until now. Alright, we have a change to healing and shields, so that's our overall changes, obviously. All healings and shields obtained from abilities or talents now benefit from a 15% increase per hero level instead of 10%. So also an incentive to go over level 10 in that sense. The side note, this doesn't affect healings in percentage of max. Health or life or hit healings. It allows those abilities or talents to better scale throughout the game and make them more attractive even in late game. Makes sense. We have the change to wishing wells, apparently, or improvements, balancing. Added differentization between green, orange, and red wishing wells. Green gives you 1 power-up consumable for 50. 1 common object 100 and 1 rare for 150. Okay. You have orange, 1 common for 100, 1 rare, 150, and 1 epic for 250. And then you have the red ones. I might go for them, actually. 1 rare for 150, 1 epic for 250, and 1 legendary for 350. Yeah, that's almost like 800. Yeah, 850 actually. So, yeah. When you clear the map consistently, you get like about like a little bit over 1k gold throughout, I think, every map so far. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think like is about like 1,000. You know, if you manage your time correctly also. But this is like 850, and then you have like about like 250 left to, you know, spend in an update upgrading your abilities. But then again, you get a rare, an epic, and a legendary, so there's that too. Oh well. We have a change to rerolls, which is a community suggestion right here. Choices discarded by a reroll won't show for the oh, that's good. Won't show for the next choice anymore. They can still show again after rerolling more than once. Okay, I see that. Good change. I didn't know that was a thing actually. So now when you see like a reroll and you know you don't want it, you reroll that and you get the reroll again. You know, that obviously kind of sucks. So that got changed. Small rewards like consumable power-ups from Aladdin's Second Wish cannot be rerolled anymore, but instead offer a choice among 3 instead of 2. Also Aladdin's Second Wish. Okay, yeah, basically the old school upgrade things. They're now changed from 3 to 2, which is basically also the stuff that you can get from wishing wells. So okay. So you get from a wishing well, from a common object, basically, I guess you get like now 3 choices instead of 2. Yeah, because yeah, that's a power-up and consumable, yeah, right. So yeah, as you see in the wishing wells, for the green wishing well, the 1 power-up consumable, that basically. We have the Sandman changes. In the dream section, Sandman can now trade common objects, 100 dream shards, rare objects, 150 dream shards, and epic objects, 250 dream shards. Okay. Oh yeah, I've seen that actually, yeah. If you get the 5% critical or damage to critical hits, something like that, you can also get that now. Okay. Legendary and cursed objects now cost 350 from 300. So they made it more expensive, okay. Minor shaping now costs 100 from 200 to duplicate 1 common object already owned instead of 2. Okay. Yeah, minor shaping before basically gave you 2 yeah, for what was it? For 200 gold, you can basically upgrade or duplicate 2 common items that you have, and now basically it's only 1 for 100. That was a community. The community suggestion sometimes, you know, it's good because, you know, it's just better, but now they just make it harder. Kinda. I don't know. Is it too easy? Is the game too easy? I don't know. So we have changed to the HUD. Major additions and improvements to the user interface have been made. I saw that they also added now, you can also see now crit chance and crit damage, I think. There we go. Crit chance and crit damage are now displayed with other stats. Stats have been moved to the inventory and display at tooltip. They pop back up on the HUD for a short time if the stats are being updated. I saw that. Teammates' health bars and mic status have been added to the HUD. Mic status is displayed in... Okay, yeah, well, we don't really fucking... at least I don't really play co-op, so... Keys have been added next to the other resources. Okay, activities with a timer, boss shrines... Oh yeah, Grimoire now appear in the HUD. That is something... That is a community suggestion, and that is a thing. When you do a Grimoire, and the timer ticks down, but basically the Grimoire is... Am I on... Yeah. Forgot that the camera is basically down here. Basically, if you have the Grimoire here, and then you move, but you have to fight and move, and you have to fight basically here, and then the camera basically is right, like cuts off here, so you don't see the timer of the Grimoire. Which sucks a lot, you know, because you can't get up there, but you need to see how much time you have left. So now basically, what I saw is that it's now on the HUD, aka it is always on the top bar at your screen, basically. You see how much time you have left to finish the Grimoire, which is awesome. Great addition. Two more stages are now displayed at the top of the screen. Yeah, sure. I saw that, yeah. Because now you see how much waves you've basically cleared. But given what enemies you face, you can kind of, you know, you already know, kind of, if you know the game, you know. Bosses and mini-bosses have been added to their health bars. What? Oh, names. Okay, yeah. Yeah, sure. Actually, also for the bosses. Yeah, I saw that, yeah. Death's Door's interface has... Voice crack. Death's Door's interface has been modified to welcome the other changes, okay. We have changes to heroes. Unlocking conditions to heroes have been changed slightly. I unlocked every single one, so okay. Added intangible description to all heroes' abilities that activate this status. Okay, which is basically invulnerable, but I think like the everything that kills from the tree, basically the one that the Hulk smash basically on the ground with the red indicator, I think that still kills you even if you are intangible. So now we have the big things, the changes to heroes, the new update, the new talents, and obviously the minor or major changes. We'll see. Heroes, content, and adjustments. So, design notes. Based on player feedback, we chose to improve many talents which were considered too weak or not attractive enough. More adjustments like these will be made in future updates. Looking forward. Let's see. We start off with Scarlett Johansson. New content. That is for everyone. Added 2 final talents. Love it. Now we don't have to choose between 2. We have 4. We had Grandma Souvenir, Gusting Roar, Hunter's Cloak, and Consume. You know, like you consume one enemy basically for Werewolf. So now we also have Reload and Pack Leader. I haven't unlocked anyone so far. Everyone can now actually progress up to level... I thought it was level 10. Progress to rank 9. So 9 is basically now the cap so far. And at rank 9, you actually unlock... for every character, obviously, you unlock that ultimate... Or these 2 final talents, you unlock them at rank 9. If you play on the second difficulty... and you complete the entire thing, including the final boss, you actually have half of the progression between level 8 and 9. I saw that. So you have to finish the game twice on that difficulty to basically unlock rank 9 for every character so far, from what I've seen. Yeah, at rank 9, you get Reload and Pack Leader as 2 final talents. Adjustments. Oh, wait, actually, no. Wait, no. Wrong. Giant, stop it. We still have the Gusting Roar, Grandma's Souvenir, Grandma's Cloak, Hunter's Cloak, and the Consume thing. And Devour. That's what it was. We still have these 2, or 4, for Werewolf, obviously. But these are now basically the upgrades. So, you know, before you can upgrade your... when you took Grandma's Souvenir, you can upgrade that. When you took the Devour, Grandma, or Hunter's Cloak thing, that is basically... For Reload is for the Grandma's Souvenir. 1, and Pack Leader is for, should be, for the Hunter's Cloak and the Devour. Not sure what they do, but we'll see. In the future, Shapeshifter. Change to Shapeshifter. Now reduces maximum health by 20% from 30%. Basically the one where your trait, you can activate it and then you can choose on your free will. 20-second cooldown, I think it was. Between human and werewolf form. So now, before obviously the downside was that you have 30% less health overall, max health. You just go for wells basically, but yeah, or for wells. But now it's not 30%, it's only 20%, which is a welcome change. And heals when used by a fixed 20% of max health from 20, 25, 30, 35. Okay, so it's consistently 20%. Like, that's the thing. It doesn't reduce your max health by that much, but you also can't heal more from it when you actually upgrade it. So it's now capped at 20%. I want to see what happens when you actually upgrade it. Oh, there we go. Cooldown is now reduced by talent rarity. 30, 26, 22, 18 seconds from a fixed 30 seconds. So it was 30 seconds, I guess. So now before, when you upgrade it, you get more health back when you used your trait. Now, when you upgrade the talent, you can use it more frequently, basically. Okay. I can take it. I can take it. We have changes to Savagery, one of her talents. The maximum number of stacks is now fixed to 20, from 20, 25, 30, 35, and each now grants plus 1, 1.2, 1.4, 1.6 damage from a fixed 1. Stacks are lost after 5 seconds, if not refreshed, instead of 4 seconds. Definitely a buff. Like it. And Pulverize now consumes only 1 combo point from all to increase special damage by 40, 50, 60... Oh yeah, 60, 70% from 20, plus 20, 25, 30, 35 per combo point. Okay, welcome change. Savagery, Shapeshifter, definitely cool changes as well. I like it. We have my boy, the Pied Piper. New content. We have 2 final talents. We have Rain of Notes, which is obviously for Unchained Melody. And Rat King for, I think it was literally just called Plague of Rats. The second one, where you're stationary, which I don't like that much. We got Poggers to rank 9. Adjustments, Explosive Rats. Explosion now deals 6, 7.5, 9, 10.5 damage from 5, 6, 7, 8. That's a lot. And the problem is obviously that Pied Piper doesn't do any damage. He's more like a support. And like a poker, basically, you know? So yeah, that is a cool change. Mainly for the rats. Now it's also an incentive actually to go for a rat build more consistently. We have changes to low notes. Now reduces attack frequency by 40% from 50. But deals 60, 75, 90, 105%. Wow, damage from 100, 120, 140, 160. That is a massive decrease. Like, I see it. I mean, now you attack more consistently than you did before. Like, the frequency is a lot more. 10% is a lot more. But the maximum you could have gotten was that you could have gotten back then was 160%. It's down to 105. And from 100 to 60. Ooh. Let's see. Additionally, the damage bonus is now multiplicative instead of additive. All changes kind of compensate themselves, but make the talent feel better and correctly scale during a game. I don't think I ever really played with low notes that much, so I think I have to see if... Gotta see. Not a talent that I usually used, I think. Yeah, because I saw just like, you know, downgrade for the frequency, so I was like, nah. But okay, we'll see. Beowulf changes. New content, obviously 2 final talents. We have Sudden Growth and Fireball. Sounds interesting. A Hadoken for good old Beowulf. Don't like that hero at all. We have changes to Rampant. When complete, also increases the range of your defense healing from 5 meters to 8 meters. Okay. Defense healing, okay, yeah. We have changes to Furnace, which is, I think, when the third attack... I think it's that one. Where your third attack, the one that I added last time with the Avalon update, the third time you attack, your worm also breathes fire? Was it that? I think. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. Now increases Beowulf's Ignite effects damage. Oh, it wasn't okay. By 32, 40, 48, 56 from 20, 25, 30, 35. Significantly more. So I guess that's also why I didn't take Furnace and I didn't know what it was, because literally there were better or better talents to take just by looking at the numbers, how much they, you know, tweaked that up. So now I guess it also makes sense to pick it. And we have a change to Dragonflight Ultimate 1 now clears the trait cooldown when it ends. Okay, good change. We have the Snow Queen update. My girl. Here we go. New content, 2 final talents, Ice Beam and Shattering Storm. Shattering Storm, obviously, for the Snowstorm. And Ice Beam for the Ray that I never use. But actually, like, you know, I don't like the first ultimate or final talent because the upgrade, the final upgrade is just trash. Where it's like, basically, you use your trait... or Ice Crown when you activate your Ray, you know? It's kind of okay. Adjustments, Frost Surge. Animation recovery is now shorter. Same as power without this talent. Okay, like it. We have Ice Spray. When Ice Spray is combined with Ice Ice Cores, the two things that basically upgrade your, for me it's E, the spray, literally. All attacks are now shot on both sides instead of shooting them in turn. Ah, yeah, I remember. When Ice... Was it Ice Spray? It's basically like, you know, you get like, you can hold it for an additional spray, basically. And now it just like goes instantly instead of like storing it, basically. Okay. So you are less stationary with that, which I like. Dual lances, I love that starting talent. It's basically where you shoot two attacks at, or two attacks at once. But after at a significantly shorter duration, and you can upgrade that obviously by having the reduction from, I think it got reduced to, you have like 45% reduced radius or range. And the more you upgrade it, the longer obviously the longer your attacks still reach. Now, okay. Now have a fixed 45% range, which is the rare version. So one upgrade, basically. And each lance deals 70... 70, 80, 90, 100% damage from always 100%. Yeah, okay. Community, I can see that. Because technically, I mean, I felt that, you know, where it was like, okay, Dual Lance is just the best starting ability for her. I like to play around with Rupture, but mostly when I played, I used Dual Lances because it's just more damage. And if you upgrade it, you can, you know, always have a bigger range. Now, it is fixed. At 45% range, you can't increase it anymore. But when you upgrade it, you deal more damage. Actually, okay, yeah, okay. So if you upgrade it all the way to the final shits, then you still have 100% damage. Okay. Yeah, okay. At first I was like, okay, kind of sucks, but, you know, you can make up for it. You just have to invest a little bit of money. Okay. We have Aladdin, the one guy that I never play because I hate him. Two final talents, Infinite Wishes, which sounds interesting, which is obviously for the lamp. And then we have Quick Ride, which everyone uses because it's a magic carpet and it's just better. Quick Ride, we'll see. The final upgrade now for the carpet is obviously when you don't hit anyone, you don't get a cooldown for the magic carpet. Which, I mean, you get that at Avalon. That's the thing, like, that is a thing that would be good if you could get it earlier, but that is the final talent. And obviously, if I already, like, if I'm at Avalon and I basically, you know, which never happens, but I cleared the entire map and I still have 5 minutes left or something at Avalon. What is the point of me using the magic carpet to get around the map faster? That's what I don't get. And if I'm at the start, you know, I teleport to the start and then I see, okay, I have like a red crystal that I want to finish in Avalon. I'm gonna use a teleporter, you know? I mean, I can kind of see it when the teleporter is a little bit further away and then you use it, but I mean, I don't know. Is it necessito? I mean, the magic carpet is the best thing that he has, especially for solo play. And that's why I kind of hate the fact that this is like a final talent. Like, why? If you can, I mean, in co-op, maybe if you can put also people on the carpet, and but then again, I don't know. I don't. Write it in the comments if there's something I don't see. Maybe it's just because I hate Aladdin in general, but I don't know. I don't see the point in that. But okay, let's see. We have Ringjin. Power cooldown set to 6 seconds from 7. I like that. Yeah, basically it's the right-click ability. Which is the only thing that deals damage for me somehow. Enchanted Blades special cooldown set to 8 seconds from 9 seconds. Okay, so basically through upgrades to, or yeah, buffs to his general skills. I like it. Less cooldown is always welcome. Malastine, my second girl. Here we go. New content and the two final talents. We have the Healing Blast, which is for the bubble. And Overtone Singing, which is probably for the wisps. Which sounds interesting. Maybe you deal damage, like basically like with Hunter's Souvenir from Scarlet, where you are intangible. But here, maybe Overtone Singing just deals damage in an area while the wisps are still also dealing damage. I don't know. Adjustments. Protective Flow. Applies shield in a wider range, making it easier to target allies. For co-op, okay. Geppetto, I also hate him because he doesn't deal any damage. New content, 2 final talents. We have Master Puppet, and which is the mecha for the mecha puppet, and Overdrive was the other one. For Overdrive, we have Hyper Clock. Sounds sick. We have changes to Unstable Cord. The unstable timer is temporarily frozen while a dummy is being pushed by Geppetto's power, preventing unexpected explosions. So basically, they are now the dummies are now intangible when you push them, so they can't die. But then they die when they reach their destination, basically. Okay. Nailing Strike, which no one does. No one takes this. No one. Now hits on a wider zone from 3 meters to 3.5 meters. This shit sucks. It's slow. It's his basic attack, which he doesn't deal damage with in the first place. So I don't know why you would even take this. This is not an incentive for me to now start... Actually, number one, it's not an incentive of me starting playing him. And number two, it's not an incentive for me to actually get that talent. Lightning Rod dummies increased base damage to 36 from 28. Love it. They did some good damage before, actually. And changes to oiled mechanisms increased damage to 50, 60, 70, 80 from 40, 50, 60, 70 by 10%. Yeah, more damage for Geppetto is always welcome because that guy hits like nothing. And changes to my other boy, Sun Wukong. 2 final talents, Mantra of Replication, which is the upgrade to the monkey thing. The multiple monkeys. And then we have Divine Beverage, where he changes into other heroes. We have changes to Stone Monkey. This is the one that I always take at the beginning, because it's just the best thing. Because when you use your defense and you manage to block something with your defense, then you also deal damage. They nerfed that, probably, right? Okay. Attacks stagger set to 4 from 1. Okay. Resonance can now also trigger the Supreme Polarity effect. Okay, I thought I actually fucking nerfed that. Okay, never mind then. Frost Tiger. Yeah, that is something. Frost Tiger and, what was it? Like the Fiery Dragon? It's basically the thing when you activate your trait from healing to damage or from damage to healing. You get, in this case, for the Frost Tiger, obviously, you get like a freezing explosion, which I never take because it just feels useless, kinda. But let's see. Increased base damage to 44 from 40. Focus Strike stagger set to... Oh, wait, that's another thing. Okay. Oh, yeah, okay. Resonance was also the... Yeah, gotcha. So, okay. More damage for that. We'll see. Maybe it's not worth it. But actually, Frost Tiger was always better than Fiery Dragon because it also applies Frost instead of Fiery Dragon, which obviously applies Blaze, Fire, whatever the game calls it. Focus Strike stagger set to 5 consecutive strikes on the same target. Focus Strikes was also another thing that I always took because it's just awesome. And every time you upgrade that, it gave you more consecutive strikes on the same target. Now, it's capped at 5. Okay. Jindo Yun. Set power stagger to 30 for each strike. Reverted previous patch change. Okay. Okay. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. It sounds good. Mostly. Mostly. Okay, we'll see. Obviously, Supreme Polarity, by the way, is obviously the other starting talent now. So when you use Resonance, that basically also applies that effect now. Which is like the wasn't it? No, that was the Awakened Stance was something else, I think. We have Magical Object Content and Adjustments. Design notes: as for heroes, magical objects have received much feedback suggestions to make them better and more balanced. It is the first batch of adjustments. Others are in consideration, but we prefer to make notable changes at a reasonable pace, sure, to monitor how it affects the game, good or bad. Yeah, definitely. Don't change too much at first, you know, change a little bit, and then you see how it, you know, works with the rest of the game, and then, you know, progressively. Now this general change to magical object content and adjustments is now displays cooldowns on objects with cooldowns. Okay, thank you. And also no more objects going beyond the screen. Right, the items on the left side, I think, when you just took too much, which never happens with me because I usually always go for stacks and money to upgrade my talents. Now, basically, they just, you know, I guess maybe they're like smaller or they are like shoved to the side a little bit more and a little bit smaller, maybe that. But yeah, before it basically, when you had like too much of a list, it just, you know, you couldn't see the rest that you took. So, okay. Voodoo Doll now deals 15% damage to boss from 10%, which is a nerf. Nice, thank you. Horn of Plenty. The effect has been reworked. It is now a common object from Rare, and its effect has been entirely reworked. What was it before, actually? I don't even know. New effect when... Oh, yeah, I took it, actually. When picked up, make 2 consumables appear. And the collection effect plus 10 damage, plus 2 vitality, and plus 20 armor. I took that before. That's a good one. You can upgrade that, obviously. Like, when you have Voodoo Doll 5 times, it also gives you another additional effect. Which is not the case for Horn of Plenty, because it just gives you literally 2 consumables. We have a change to Adamant. Consumable now grants plus 6 armor from 5 buff. Golden Apple consumable now grants plus 6 vitality from plus 5. The 4-leaf Clover consumable now grants plus 4 crit chance from plus 3. And Whetstone consumable now grants plus 13 crit damage from plus 10. Pretty good. Fairy Dust has been changed. It is now a rare object from common and applies 18 shield when hit from 15. Good shit. Golden Egg. The effect has been reworked. New effect now grants plus 1 damage for each 150 Dream Shards spent during the game. Retroactive effect. I think, wasn't it before? For every... Was it that? No, that was the Sandman's thing. Where every time you spend money at the Sandman, you basically get plus 1 damage or something. I think I've seen Golden Egg, but I never took it. But now plus 1 damage for each 150 Dream Shards. If they haven't touched the Sandman thing, you can pair that up with the Sandman discount. I think when you get the Sandman discount 5 times, you get also plus 1 damage every single time you purchase something from the Sandman or something like that. So you can pair that up, actually. Oh, cool. Flaming Pearl. I take that always. It gives you plus 1 charge for your power. Or 1 extra... You can use your power 1 more time, basically. How did you nerf it? Collection... Oh, okay, when you have 5 of them. Or 4 of them, I think it was. Collection effect has been reworked. Power deals plus 15% damage to enemies for each negative status they have. Okay. Okay, I take it. We have the a change to Thunderstone Collection. The collection effect has been reworked. Special casts a lightning strike upon to 3 close enemies. Okay. Is Thunderstone the one that gives you like another charge for your special then? Maybe. That's kind of cool. We have changed this to the Adderstone. Yeah. Okay, so Flaming Pearl was additional power charge. Thunderstone for special, and Adderstone, I never look at the items' names except Flaming Pearl. Adderstone now is the one for your defense. Collection effect has been reworked. After defense, you gain plus 40% move speed, decaying over 3 seconds. Sure. Charmstone Collection has been reworked. Dash grants 10 shield for 6 seconds. Good. Oni Mask now reduces vitality by 10 per legendary object owned from 15. Okay. Buff, definitely. Cauldron of Dern... I hate these names. Dern Witch now increases vitality to 60 from 100 and reduces healings by 25% from 50%. Yeah, right. I know that. More vitality. Cursed item, I think. More vitality at the expense of reduced healing from everything. Now instead from 100 you have 60 and healing is reduced by 25 except 50. Okay. I can live with it. I never even take it in the first place, so there's that. Eye of Valor now removes all charges of power and special to make them deal plus 100 damage per charge removed. Huh. Okay, so if you have Flaming Pearl, you have that 3 times. You have like 3 charges for Scarlet, the dashing strike, which is her right-click ability, the power. You have Eye of Belor. Now that shit deals plus 300% damage. Jesus Christus. Sick. Okay. We have Warper Blade change. Now displays a blade above enemies in question. Cool thing. We have Star Fragment. Added Star Fragment to the pool of consumables. Droppable by heroes and magical objects. Yeah, so basically by the Wishing Well from Aladdin. Now he also has a change actually to get that little Star Fragment thing, which gives you, I think it was 2 rerolls, which you can also purchase from the Sandman. We have enemy adjustments. The crabs have been changed. Standard crabs will now definitely lose their resistance 3, golden armor symbol, 1 staggered, and now have 75 stagger points from 60. Nerf and buff, sorta. Elite crabs will now only gain resistant 1, single armor symbol, after recovering of stagger instead of resistant 3. That's why I killed them faster now. Design notes, these notes do not affect the boss crab, obviously. Pools of damage. Pools of damage over time left on the ground by enemies such as poison or fire pools. The poison projectile by the Spoder, for instance, can now be dodged by intangible values. Status. Good. Good. Note block won't proc on these types of damage, obviously. Okay, yeah. Like, you can't go intangible in, like, Scarlet's Hunter Souvenir and then have Sun Wukong in there and then automatically block everything. Or, like, you know, get a proc trigger for your defense. That is cool. Because before, you know, I use Hunter, like, the best fucking example, I think everyone knows that. You go into Avalon, you have these stupid medium Dream Shard thing. You have, like, 8 elite gargoyles around. I lost, like, 5 feathers at that shit once, you know? But now, you know, you use Hunter's Souvenir, you have, or the cloak, not souvenir, obviously Hunter's cloak or Grandmother's cloak. You go completely invisible, you don't get damaged by that stupid fucking flame thing that they have on the ground, and you can actually deal consistent damage in that fucking thing. Lovely. Good shit. Good shit. Okay, so they obviously also specifically mentioned poison and fire damage, or fire pools, so not the instant kill. You still can't dodge that, obviously, with intangible. Good. Enemies resistance, no longer additive with vulnerable, marked, or other damage increase debuff. It is now multiplicative with the sum of debuffs increasing damage taking, making resistant enemies less affected by these debuffs while not staggered. Okay. We have fixed bugs, Sinbad's quest, fixed an issue where it was impossible to reach Cyclops Cave. Never happened to me. Dash fixed an issue where additional charges disappeared from the HUD while transitioning to the next chapter. Okay, sure. Keys fixed an issue where keys would not work on boss shrines. Never had that. Scarlet fixed Bloody Mary's mirror that didn't correctly apply to Scarlet's lifesteal with her Howl ability. The Gusting Roar? Oh no, wait, how? It might be one of the talents, actually. Well, yeah, ability, yeah. Okay. I don't think we need to go for the bugs, though, because, you know... Oh, tumor? Fix an issue where heroes' abilities could focus enemies outside of the tumor. Oh, yeah. Have they fixed... No. No. They're still... Well, actually, not that much anymore, but... there was one specific video, you can check through all the 50 videos that I uploaded for Ravenswatch, when we didn't have the Avalon update yet, and I think I played... Who did I play with? It might have been Beowulf or something, but... I was at the second chapter, and... There was, like, I cleared the entire thing, I wanted to get the money, and then teleport back. I finished all of the enemies. I couldn't teleport. Apparently, I was still in fucking combat. I was at the highest elevation point to get the crystal. And then there was... I don't know where that shit came from. From all the way. I saw that now. That it was like one shitty single fucking bird that just went around the fucking thing and tried to get to me. That I had to kill. I have no fucking idea how I aggroed that thing. It was outside of the fucking entire fucking scape there. So that was kind of shit. But it hasn't... That was a little bit more... Especially in Chapter 2 with the fucking birds, you know? That is like the main culprit there. But it hasn't happened to me for a long time, so maybe that has been changed already. But that is definitely a welcome thing, because I had that happen to me too. The thing is, like, when they are in that area also, because they can get in that area too, they don't count towards... Like, if they come into the circle at the first wave, for instance, and you kill everyone in the first wave, the second wave still starts, because they don't count to the first wave, but they still deal damage to you, obviously, and you have to kind of deal with them. So that's kind of shit in the bed, but yeah. Okay, so that is all the changes that we have for patch or version 1.0. Ravenswatch obviously is going to be back in full effect, boy, from your boy, obviously. We're going to be playing a lot of that soon. Next video that is going to be dropping for Ravenswatch is going to be Camilla Anthony. I definitely want to show her. I have no idea how to play her consistently, but, you know, she just has been released and I played 1 or 2 runs with her, so, you know, bear with me in that sense, but still, we're going to be playing that. I'm also going to be playing on my, privately, obviously, to upgrade all the heroes so I can show you the new final talents. I think they also, I also thought for some reason they also gave every hero 2 additional abilities, but we go into that actually in the next video. So check out the next video for Ravenswatch to run as Camilla Anthony, because we're also going to be checking out the other characters and if anything has changed there. Haven't unlocked anything yet from the new stuff, but, you know, as I mentioned, definitely be there. Ravenswatch, if you haven't bought it yet, definitely make sure to check it out if you like roguelikes or roguelites, basically, because when you finish or when you level up your character, you get more talents that then show up obviously in other runs. So yeah, roguelite, that is out there. Awesome, lovely, awesome game. Definitely check it out. And yeah, be there when we take a look at Camilla Anthony in the next one.